Here's an additional problem for you to practice with your calculator. And if you do this correctly, this should be the answer before you do any rounding to get the correct number of sig figs. Also, later on this semester, we're going to be working many problems with an equation such as this one that you'll have to solve algebraically for one variable. So for example, let's say we needed to get the variable t by itself. So we need to bring the n and the r over to the left hand side, which means we have to divide both sides by n and r to get t by itself. Then you'll be plugging in numbers. So let's say that the p is 1.05, v is 22.81, n is 0.797, and r is 0.0821. And when we do this later on, there'll be units with these numbers that will be important, but for now this is focusing on using your calculator correctly. So again, even though it's not spaced out the way we've been seeing problems with the conversion factors, you still follow the same rules. Every number that's in the top gets multiplied, and every number in the bottom gets divided. So if you do this correctly, you should get an answer of 366.0269 before you do any rounding. The most common mistake on a problem like this is multiplying the top two numbers, and then you hit divided by 0.797, and then people times by 0.0821. Your calculator thinks you want the 0.0821 to be in the top. So you have two choices. One choice is use more parentheses. I don't like that choice because it's time consuming. So instead, just remember every number that's in the bottom gets divided by. So you would be multiplying the top two numbers, then hit divided by 0.797, and then divided by 0.0821, and you'll get the 366 number, which is correct. If you do this incorrectly, you will most likely get 2.467. So try both of these problems and make sure that you can get the correct answers.